My ex and I have been broken up since August of last year. For the first 5 months, she was hot and cold on letting me see our daughter. At first, I wasn't allowed to see her no given reason. And then she would say fine, but I had to come to her, and I could only see my daughter at her place, which is 40 minutes away. Then we'd have a disagreement and the back and forth, and then I would not be allowed to see her again until she needed me to watch her. During the times she wasn't allowing me to see my daughter, I would send her money via PayPal or Venmo, which she would return back with the message, "Thanks, but we're fine." When I was allowed to see my daughter only at her house, she would take my money if I handed it to her. And then in January of this year, she pulled the rug out for me, saying, "I can't see my daughter because I'm unsafe and I need emotional help." I had cried a little the night before when I was playing with my daughter because a lot of things were just starting to hit me, and my ex saw me upset, and so she deemed me unstable. I haven't seen my daughter since, with no other excuse other than that. I have never so much as raised my voice to my ex nor my beautiful daughter. I found out later she was seeing a guy and is trying to insert him as my daughter's new dad and just plain old phase me out. Around May, she stopped responding to texts and calls. I got tired of her being wishy-washy on if I could or couldn't see my daughter, so I decided to lawyer up. Once she caught wind of this, she decided to post on about 6 pages worth on Facebook with nothing but lies about me being abusive on different levels. She had no examples or proof, just kept saying it to justify her keeping my daughter from me. It got shared about 200 times as well. I never retaliated or responded. To me, this sounds like a very unstable person. My question on all this is, has anyone else out there had to deal with the ex defaming them in this matter? And did it cost you or affect your custody? Could a judge see this behavior by her as unstable if the allegations are proven to be a lie? Hi. My name is Billy Tarasio, Arizona family law attorney, owner of Modern Law, Win Without Law School. On my page, we talk about family law. If that's interesting, follow me. So the answer here is yes, mom's behavior could absolutely 100% backfire. I'm glad you got a lawyer because you have been far more patient than I would be or would advise anyone to be. I think playing around with, yes, you get to see your kid, no, you don't, is just awful, especially in today's day and age. Like the world that I live in, the family law world that I live in, does not allow that and really does give moms and dads equal rights. And especially if you don't have a history of being an alcoholic or being abusive, there's no police reports, there's no orders of protection, yanking you around for this long while you were a nice guy and tried to work it out, just ended up, I think, backfiring. But I also would consider asking your judge to make your ex take down the posts. I have seen judges do this before. Now, sometimes judges are like, nope, you can post whatever you want to. But it sounds to me like in this particular case, her posts are pretty egregious and pretty far-reaching and could be something that your daughter would even see one day. So I would recommend that maybe you ask the judge to have her take it down and refrain from posting about your case online. Other than that, I hope that you've requested a temporary order so that you can get a parenting plan as soon as possible, because it sounds like for about a year you haven't had regular contact with your daughter, and that right there could end up hurting you. Not mom's behavior, just the fact that your daughter, depending on her age, may not be ready to go to an immediate schedule with her dad who's 40 minutes away. So I'd like you to start getting parenting time just as quickly as you can. Now, remember, this is not the substitute for a legal advice. This is just me giving you information in my opinion. And for all of you other viewers out there, what do you think this man should do?